Good afternoon. My name is Daliana Ystokazu, and with today's topic, I wish to inform my audience about how to stay safe working with radiation, as well as staying safe being a patient and receiving radiation. According to a study done by Eugene Celine back in 2007, he conducted and came up to the conclusion that 29,000 of the cancer diagnosed annually in the United States could be related to radiation emitted from CT scans in 2007. This is only one type of radiation, and my concern is about all the types of radiation. Radiation can be from CT scans, can be from the regular mammograms that women have to do annually for their screening exams. It can be from a regular chest x-ray. How come something so important to relieving and giving you a diagnosis and actually giving the doctor the right course of treatment for a patient could actually harm the patient? When you have a patient and they go for a place to do a mammogram screening and it comes positive, they have to do a biopsy or a breast MRI. This all has radiation. The mammogram has radiation, the MRI will be also harmful to the patient, and in the worst case scenario where the patient is actually positive to breast cancer, chemotherapy will be also one of the treatments given to a patient. And in the long run, in the following years, that patient could also potentially have cancer emitted from the radiation given to treat the cancer on the first place. I personally work at a place where we do all kinds, of radiology. We do X-rays, we do MRIs, we do CT scans, mammogram, even nuclear medicine. The dose is very slow, it's very minimum when you don't actually, or the patient, but sometimes when you have a patient that is claustrophobic and you have to go in with that patient, that's radiation the worker, the employee is receiving to accompany that person into a room. And in the long run, it's potentially dangerous as well for those who work with it. How come something so important can be harmful to us as well? And that's how I want to explain the pros and the cons of working with radiation. Radiation is used as a pain reliever, to medical diagnose for food preservation, but all of them are in low doses of radiation. It is also important the amount of radiation that we are exposed to. Where I work, I sit right behind a wall where the mammograms is done, and in front of me I have the CT machine. Every time I open and they close the door, that might be radiation that I'm getting. When I have a patient that wants to go into the X-ray machine, this actually happened not a long time ago. It was a 3-year-old kid for a chest X-ray. The mother was pregnant. I had to go in with the patient and do the X-ray with him. Since he was a minor, he has to be accompanied with someone else at the center. And I was the one that had to go in. You do a chest X-ray once a year, nothing happens. When you continuously go for X-rays for radiation, it can potentially bring danger to you as well. Chemotherapy treats cancer, then in the following year gives you cancer. Is this really being controlled by the health administration? Is it really being looked up, cared for? That's a question that I have asked myself since I started working at this center 3 years ago. And there is a program, it's called Radiation Health Effects. This program is dedicated to protect human health from unnecessary exposure to radiation. In the United States, also the Environmental Protection Agency works very hard, day and night, to control the radiation that goes into a patient's body. And it's not only a growing concern among those people that work in the radiology department in the hospitals, but also to those patients that goes to a place almost monthly to do first a mammogram, then just X-ray, then for every little thing that they have, they want to go in and have some exams that may be harmful to them. And my point is, don't. Radiation can bring serious consequences in the long run as well.